What's good, y'all? It's your boy Untamed. Yeah, boy. Coming at you live for another episode of the Man What Podcast. Man, what?
Man, what?
What? Man, what? Did y'all miss us?
Y'all missed us?
Did y'all miss us, man? Did y'all miss y'all favorite podcasters?
Man.
I'm up here with my boy Khalil Jamal. It's going down just like it does every week, man. How you feeling?
Shit, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's been a long week, brother. I don't even want to get into it yet. I feel like we should. Yeah, it's been a long week. I don't even feel like getting into it yet. I feel like we should just, you know what I'm saying? Like, give the people what they want to, you know what I mean?
Man, yeah, I feel that, bro. It's been a long week for me too, man. I'm staying out here in Houston, as y'all know, and this Hurricane Baryl, man, came and barreled your boy down. That's all I'ma say, man. I ain't had power for 5 days. That's why we missed the pod, y'all. I didn't have power for 5 whole days. I had to run a generator.
In them trenches.
And y'all know, anybody that got a generator, that boy expensive. I got the 5-gallon one. Oh my God. It was crazy, man. I'm not gonna lie. This hurricane season is already starting off with a bang, bro. This the second time my power done went out in like the last 2 months.
Nah, no bullshit. I remember that happened. I remember that happened a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, this is the longest I didn't have power for since I've been living in Houston or Texas, period, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
It's really crazy. Like,
that shit crazy.
Man, thank God for that generator, bro.
Thank God,
man,
for sure. And just thank God and thank God in general, because I mean, shit, man. Hurricane Baryl claimed a few lives, man. So the fact that you still here, it's a blessing, man. So
yeah, it was bad. I had me, my kid, and my girl and her son. We was all looking outside, man. I'm telling you, the wind was blowing sideways. I'm talking about trees coming down. I'm talking about leaves, all that, branches. It was so many broken trees. Anybody that live in Houston, y'all know, man, this was a bad hurricane, bro. A lot of flooding. And believe it or not, this is day 7 after Hurricane Baryl.
Man.
There are still people with no power as we speak right now.
Man.
Even at my job where I work at, there's no power. I went to work today, had to work in the heat. Inside, though, with no AC, no power, no nothing, bro. I'm talking about it's bad over here. So shout out, you know, everybody that made it through Hurricane Baryl.
Damn, bro. They say,
because this was a tough one, bro.
They say it's like 85% people got their power back. I seen on Fox 26 this morning. Centerpoint say full power should be restored and within like the next week. But it's like, nigga, sitting in Houston, Texas, summer weather with no AC.
With no power?
No power.
Oh, my God. Mind you, it's summer.
That sounds like literal hell.
Excruciating, bro.
Yeah, literal hell.
Excruciating. Like, whew. Like I said, this is one of the worst times that I've ever experienced, bro. Like, my whole life growing up, I've never not had power. Do you know what it is to not have power, bro? Like, oh, my God.
Of course.
Yeah, it's tough. It was tough, man, but we made it through. My power has been restored as of 2 days ago. You know what I mean?
Hey.
So,
well, shit, man. I'm glad you're okay. Glad the family okay. You know. I know that was like a welcome to Texas for Hayden. Oh shit! I didn't mean to say his name. I didn't mean to say his name.
Yeah, my son, bruh, he just came from New York. He never experienced a hurricane, so when the power went out for him, you know, all I just want to do is play games and video games and play. You know, I didn't have no internet either. I didn't have no cell service, so yeah, it was definitely an eye opener for him. You know, but like I said, bro, I'm glad everything is back on. I finally got service. I finally got my internet back. Man. So,
blessing.
With that said, man, we bite.
Welcome.
And before we go on, what you was gonna say?
I was just gonna thank the subscribers, man. I feel like that's what you was finna do, though.
Exactly. That's where I guess we thinking the same thing.
Real talk.
Shout out to all of our fans, man. Shout out to everybody that stayed down. Shout out to everybody that was keeping the channel afloat while we did miss a couple dates. We back, man. We love all of y'all. This is Gam Gam's favorite pod, so y'all make sure y'all hit Gam Gam up. Let her know that we back.
Shout out Granny.
Put us back on that big screen,
Shout
bro.
out Granny.
Y'all like, comment, subscribe right now before we get into the topics for the day.
Man.
But yeah,
Man.
that's what kept us back, man. You know, it's been a long week, but I hope y'all glad to see us.
I hope y'all
Your
glad to
favorite
see us.
podcast. No cap, no
Hope
cap.
y'all
But
glad to
anyway,
see us.
man, that's how my week went. But let's go ahead and get into some topics. What we talking about today, bro?
I mean, obviously, bro, the shots heard around the world. We talk.
Man, you talking about bulletproof T, Uncle T? Get rich or die trying, T?
Nigga said Uncle
man.
T.
And not to make light of the situation.
Right. First off, let's not make light of the situation. But Donald Trump was at a presidential rally in Pennsylvania, and shots rang off. He was hit.
In the ear, in the right ear.
You can see him in the video saying fight, telling them like, hey, yo, whoever that was, get him, basically. You know what I'm saying? So Trump was out there.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? He showed y'all this presidential shit. He willing to die for it.
That's crazy, bro. I feel like we living in like surreal times. I know there have been a couple assassination attempts on a couple of other presidents. There actually has been some successful ones, taking y'all back to some history. You know what I mean? But for this to happen in 2024, for Trump to be shot at in 2024, like, oh my God, what's going on with the security? What's going on with the perimeter? Like, they supposed to have everything locked off. And the messed up part about it is that I was watching on the news, some dude was there. I didn't catch his name or anything like that, but he was basically saying that he was telling them that there's a shooter on the roof, that he seen him go up there, and that, he had eyes on him, and they dismissed him, bro. They dismissed him the whole time, and he's telling them like, there's a threat on the roof. Just some regular dude, bro. So I find that really crazy that he went up there and he told them that there's a credible threat, and it was just swept under the rug. Like, this is a big thing. Like,
yeah, I thought that was. I seen that video. It said
shot?
he was up there 4 minutes. So, in the fact that bro was telling Secret Service, like not just the cops, like Secret Service, and they were ignoring him. That's kind of bugged out. But I also understand why Secret Service might have just ignored bruh, because everyday people aren't used to seeing Secret Service. So just imagine all the like little bullshit Secret Service hears when they're out and about. So they're not gonna take your word seriously until they hear from one of them. It's like secret society. All we ask is trust. I'm not taking no word from from no random ass nigga telling me there's a shooter on the roof. You might be trying to get me.
Yeah.
So it's like, I understand why they probably didn't take bruh's word, because it's like, look at you. Like, no offense, but like, nigga, we do this. You feel me? Like, it's like, nigga, we do this. Like, we really like that. So, but in this moment, they probably should have listened to bruh, because, again, it got the president shot.
For sure.
My question for you is, what do you think this does for the election come November?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was just talking about this with somebody earlier. Mm-hmm. I really think it helps Trump, and it's terrible to say because it took something like this to happen. But in all honesty, I think that this helps Trump.
Me too.
Like, we've seen him become a billionaire. We've seen him run businesses. We've seen him on TV. We've seen him with so many different people, and we've also seen him go through a presidency. So I think this is really like, even we've also seen him go through a couple of legal trouble, and you know, he was now classified a felon, even though those are the weakest felonies I've ever heard of in my life. Anybody else in that situation wouldn't have been charged with no felony, probation, whatever. But since it's Trump, they did that did happen to him, and I think that maybe stumbled him a bit. But this right here, bro, this is American history.
Yeah,
like
1000%.
This right here, I think it really pushed the polls towards Trump for sure. You know, because it takes a lot. It takes a lot to just get up there and speak your piece anyway, and to have an assassination attempt on your life, and for you to actually survive. You know what I mean? Like that. Like that's like so American. Like, just really think about it. Like, that's so American that happened to him.
Yeah,
we're the nation where many people are allowed to get guns if you're of a certain age. If you're, you know, you don't even really have to have too many credentials to be able to have weapons and stuff like that. And for him to be standing in front of all those people, and that happened to him, and him to survive, bro, I think it really
made him it made him
in a lot of people's hearts.
I agree. I say that it really put him in the hearts of the people even deeper that love him. Sure. It put him in the hearts of the people even more, because again, you have somebody who you feel like is representing, because a lot of people say this helped him, this more so helped the black vote, but to the contrary, I do think that this helped that middle America vote, like the ones that may have been,
for sure,
the ones that may have been exhausted by his rhetoric or thinking maybe he's not gonna run. Now those people are fired up.
Yeah.
Now they're like, okay, like, this is our guy. He took the bullet. He still want to go out there and fight. He still stood there. Everybody's been framing the picture where he's holding his hands up and you can see the blood coming from his ear and things like that.
Yeah.
And I think that stuff like that, cultural moments, put you in the heart of people. And when I think about that, and his opponent, obviously President Joe Biden, there's nothing that has put Joe Biden in the hearts of American people in the past 4 years. Like, if anything, he's become a laughing stock for everybody, both left and right voters. Like, we are looking at Joe Biden like, yo, hang it up, Joe, because you can't,
Sleepy Joe.
You can't,
Sleepy Joe.
Yeah, you can't form sentences. It doesn't seem like you're all the way there. So I think people are looking at that and they're like, I'm not casting my vote for this guy. And then you look at the other guy and you're like, all right, I'll cast my vote for him.
He survived a gunshot. He stood tall for America. Like, Yep. I think that has swayed a lot of voters. This is, like I said, this is like this is a national event. This is gonna go down in history as
by the way, I need y'all to stop making he got shot, he scammed people, and he got
because there were other people hurt.
He's black.
There was a person killed. Yeah, there was a person killed there.
A
lot of conspiracy theories.
No, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about y'all making, a lot of people making the comparison of him being black because of all this negative shit that he done did or that's done happened to him. Like, let's not do that. Like, let's not tag scamming, getting shot, and all this shit with black people. Like, I'm not saying that niggas don't do that. I'm not saying that niggas have never done that. I'm not saying that niggas won't do that. But what I'm saying is, all that invite you to the barbecue shit, shut the fuck up. And rest in peace to those people
that's just the internet, bro. They're gonna make jokes. And they're gonna make jokes. They're gonna make light of serious situations. We see it time and time again on social media, and I think that's where a lot of those conversations are even festering at, is social media.
Of course.
So You know, but my point, and you're actually right about that. That it's crazy that a lot of people are trying to take that narrative, but you know, all the trolling aside, a lot of people are trying to say this is fake or staged and stuff like that. See, just like I was telling you before,
that's
other
another
people
point.
were hurt.
That's another point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's another point that I saw.
Other people were hurt, so you know, get up off your high horses, y'all. We seen it live. We seen it on national television. Like this is not a stunt. This isn't a game. Like somebody tried to take Trump's life in front of millions of people.
Man,
and,
somebody sent me
he survived, and I think he should be commended for that.
Somebody sent me an article yesterday that said, had he not turned his head, when he turned his head, that bullet would have went through the
headshot.
Yeah, and I just want y'all to think about this for a second before y'all
That's
get to.
God right there,
I want y'all to think about this for a second before y'all get to saying this shit was staged or WWE, like I seen a lot of y'all saying. Do you think that they would stage a fucking kill shot on a president on national fucking TV? Like, come on, bro. Like y'all too woke,
like,
bro.
Get real.
Go to sleep. Get some rest.
Real, bro.
Get real.
Get real. And then I was also reading another article that said that for that to have been staged, you know how good of a sniper you'd have to been,
nigga,
to purposely miss,
nigga,
from that far away. Like, come on, bro. The guy wasn't a trained sniper. He was a 20-year-old kid. You know, he kind of looked like he's troubled, or maybe not all the way there from the pictures that I seen. You know, it was just a radical person. It wasn't a trained sniper.
Hell
like a
no.
shot like that, for it to be staged and to miss on purpose, that takes years and years of experience. And we're talking about a kid here, bro. A kid went up there. I don't know if he was on drugs.
He took a shot
whatever,
and got. This is what I feel like happened. He took the shot and he got nervous, and then he tried to take another shot, and then he just completely fucking missed. You know what I mean? Because he was like, nigga, once them shots went off and Secret Service seen that, oh, it's this guy, nigga, now you got Secret Service on your ass. Trained shooters. So.
Yeah, and a sniper actually took him out. So
got him.
You know, and like I said, look, a trained shooter doesn't miss.
A trained shooter does not miss.
That's my whole point here.
Exactly.
Trained shooter doesn't miss. And whoever shot him did not miss. They hit him immediately. So,
you're done.
That's what I'm saying. That's the difference between all of this.
Yeah, I just don't like people making light of like, because my thing is I don't like people making light of death in that manner in any way. Because if it was Joe Biden, the left would have been like, oh my god, blah blah blah, oh my god. And then since it's Trump, y'all feel like it's okay to, you know, make jokes and laugh and shit like that. But either way, an assassination attempt on a president's life, and an almost successful one at that, should place some concern on y'all, all of us.
Yeah.
So
yeah, for sure.
You know,
because if
some food for thought.
The president can be assassinated, then how safe are we really?
Yeah, how safe are we?
But
you know what I mean? Because that guy might have he might have missed Trump, but that same type of person could just show up at a Biden presidential debate or something like that.
Yeah, God forbid.
God forbid. But they might not even be aiming at Joe. They might be trying to aim at your everyday Joe, like just your regular person. So it's like that type of security breach should concern anybody. So, you know, before y'all get to joking and shit, just know that shit is real. So
yeah, very crazy, man. Very crazy. Shout out to everybody that you know, helped out Trump. You know, shout out to Trump for, you know, standing strong, and even after being shot and hit in the ear, he still had enough. He mustered up enough strength to still be able to, you know, rile up his people and you know, let them know that he's okay. So
no, that's a fact.
It was like I said, that's definitely gonna go down as one of the craziest things that's ever happened.
In American history, for sure. For sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
you know.
But
Yeah, and condolences to the families of the people that was lost, or the person that was lost during that whole ordeal. You know, because a couple people were injured, and somebody did lose their life. So, you know, condolences to them, and you know, hopefully nothing like this happens again.
hey,
Yeah.
sometimes shit like this happens, but we can't explain it. I'm not to say that whether it's gonna happen again or not, we don't know. But you know,
Yeah.
let's go to something more lighthearted.
Oh, only God knows. But you know, enough about Trump. Let's go ahead and get into the next topic.
All right, man. You been paying attention to sports?
Of course.
All right, man. Klay to the Mavs. How you feel?
I feel like that's a good way for him to go. You know, the Mavs did almost win it all this year. I feel like all they were really missing was a knockdown shooter. Like, you know, we got Luka, Kyrie. You know, he played well, but as far as what they were missing, it's that component, that knockdown shooter, that one that I can just throw it to and know that is going in. And I think with that security, this may take them back to the finals. You know, I'm not sure if they'll win or not, but this may take them back to the finals. And I think it's a real good place for Klay, you know, because he ran his course. You know, he got his championships in Golden State, you know, so it's not like he's just a bum. Like, you know, he's a champion player. So I feel like it was good. And I feel like Klay hasn't really played well as far as the old Klay. I'm only comparing him to himself. Mm-hmm. As far as the old championship Klay, I feel like he's a little lackluster. And I think that really affected the money that he was able to get. Mm-hmm. And I think that, you know, that did play a role in why he decided to leave Golden State. I don't think that they were trying to give him the amount of money that he really wanted. So, and like I said, it's based off of his performance. And yes, even though that's Klay Thompson, you know, the NBA is more of a what have you done for me lately league. So, with that being said, I don't think Klay really produced to their expectations, and that ultimately, you know, caused him to have to leave and go seek out the money. Because at this point in your career, like once you're deep in the career, I don't think that you should settle on your money. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I think you should get as much money as you're worth, or as much money as the people are willing to pay you. Yeah. And if that takes you somewhere else, then, you know, go where you fit in, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I like it. I'm glad Klay is going to the Mavs. I hope this maybe pushes them over the top. Like I said, the Mavs made it to the finals, so you know they're a great team. You know what I mean? So sure. You know, any which way it could have went another way. I mean, like, you know, they could have won, and I think that Klay may be the piece to take them over. I think it's good, man. What about you? What do you think about Klay going over there?
I like Klay going to the Mavs. I think, in terms of what it does for their championship chances, I don't think it does much. I think everybody comes back fresh next year, and I think everybody comes back ready to ball. But that's what I like about the league. One of the bigger points I wanted to make with this was that there's no such thing as a super team anymore, technically.
No, because every team really has three main players.
Yeah, every team seems to have three main players. So the idea of a super team is low key gone now. Because if this team would have happened in 2017, like let's just say Luka's who he is, Kai who he is, Klay's who he is. If this happens in 2017, it's a lot bigger news. You feel me? But if you look across, like you said, if you look across every team has like a superstar big three. Paul George just went to the 76ers, and he's there playing with Embiid and Tyrese Maxey. So it's Paul George, Embiid, Tyrese Maxey. Just last year on the Clippers, you had Paul George, James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Russell Westbrook, all on the same team. If that team happens 5-10 years ago, the timeline explodes, everybody's heads explodes. But this year it's kind of like, oh, whatever, like it's whatever. So
I think it's because we've seen like a lot of the super teams, quote unquote super teams, be created and
not work.
A lot of them don't produce. Yeah, a lot of them don't produce. We seen that with Brooklyn and KD and Kyrie and James. Like, it wasn't like that.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't really like that. You know what I mean? And I think that's what takes away a lot of the
excitement about it,
like the awe of it all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it takes away a lot of excitement because it's so what? So what? A lot of these people who are the quote unquote superstars, a lot of them are older.
Yeah.
If you think about it, I mean, especially like Paul George. Paul George was just with Kyrie and James and Westbrook, but they didn't produce. You know what I mean? So did it really matter? I think it's in the best interest for them to break up. And again, it's the same thing with Paul. I feel like the same thing that happened with Paul happened with Klay. Paul didn't really produce as much as he thought, or as much as they wanted him to produce, which was actually to go to the conference finals or to the finals, which they didn't do any of those. And I think that right there really it really swayed a lot of people. He probably wanted X amount of money, and I heard that he went through conversations to have a couple of different contracts. I heard one for like 3 years, $150 million, and then but he wanted no trade clause, meaning that they can't just trade him without him agreeing to go to the team. And I think that right there was the stick that broke the camel's back, because like I said, Paul George he's not number one over there.
Nah.
The number one option is Kawhi, you know? And a lot of people in the league would agree that Kawhi is the number one option. So for him to be fighting for second or third between him and James is kind of like, okay. And I feel like he's really going into the same type of situation, because, you know, he's going over there with Embiid and Maxey, but at the same token, Maxey is a rising superstar, or you know what I mean? Like Embiid, of course, that's the number one option, but Maxey is number two.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So he's actually going over there to be the third option on the team.
That's a fact.
If you really know basketball, you know what I mean. Like, he's not going over there to be the second fiddle or first player. No, he's going over there to be a third superstar on the team.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? And you know, Maxey's not gonna be like, no, or I'll let you dim my light, and you know, I'll let you take second row. No, Maxey's fighting for superstardom. So I don't think that Paul going over there is really gonna make too much difference, because I just haven't seen the gameplay from Paul George. We're not talking about, you know, PG-13. We're not talking about Indiana Pacers Paul George. I feel like that was his best arc. You know, over at the Clippers, you know, he did his thing, but regardless of what he's done, Kawhi was still the first option.
For sure.
So
For sure. All the time.
that's where I feel about Klay and Paul.
Yeah. I agree with both of those sentiments. Both the Klay trade and the Paul trade. So congrats to them for landing on new teams.
Yeah, congrats. They got their money though. They got their money.
Definitely got that bread.
You know, at this point in your career, that's what matters.
That's what matters.
Get your money.
Hell yeah, get that bread. But have you been watching Team USA?
I seen the first game and I caught had they played the second game? Is that what I seen?
Not yet, but they played the exit. They played the exit.
I just was seeing clips of the first game.
Yeah, they played the exit.
I watched
they played
it.
The
I seen
exhibition against Canada.
Yeah, I think that's what I watched. But you know, Team USA, like, come on, dream team. What can we say? Like LeBron, Steph, AD, like Anthony Edwards, and mind you, Anthony Edwards, man, 13 points by yourself. You know what I mean? 19 points between LeBron and Curry. I love how LeBron and Curry played. I wish that they would just get a chance to be able to play together. I feel like that right there may be a finals-esque team if Curry and LeBron could ever play together. But yeah, really, really what I seen from Team USA is Anthony Edwards, bro. He is an emerging star, and he just cements it every time he plays. Even when he plays with other superstars, he comes to show out, and he comes to
what I like about Ant,
ball. That boy can ball, man.
What I love about Ant is the fact that he does show respect to the OGs of the game, but he's definitively letting them know, yo, this is my time. Like, I'm the go-to guy on this motherfucking team. Pass me the ball. So I really love Ant taking a step like that, especially in front of a player like Bron, especially in front of players like Curry, KD, AD, all these guys, because a lot of people will go on that team and feel like, okay, these guys have been in the league longer than me, and they done been them guys for a long time, so let me kind of take a meek role. And he's like, nah.
Yeah, it's my turn.
Yeah,
it's my
it's
turn
my
now.
shit.
And,
this is my shit now.
I like it. I
love it.
I like it. Anthony Edwards is definitely becoming one of my favorite players.
For sure.
That's playing right now.
For sure. Shout out Ant-Man.
And let's say that it's great that he even made it, bro. Like, to be able to make Team USA, like, that is a big feat in your career as an NBA player.
This is second time though.
That Anthony Edwards gets to. Yeah. That's what I'm saying though. The fact that he gets to bless Team USA being so young and so fresh is giving early MJ vibes. I know he don't like that comparison, but it is. It's giving
go out
early
there and
MJ
win that
vibes.
gold medal. The Celtics got that ring this year,
Feel
but
me?
go out there and get that gold medal, man. That's just as valid.
Yeah, go get that gold medal, man.
valid.
And come on, Team USA, come on. We already know they finna come out there. Only people I think gonna give them the run for that money is them Euro boys, man. They be balling in Europe.
Man, I don't even think they ready, honestly. But shit, we gonna see.
I don't know. They be balling in Europe, man. There's a
definitely
couple
be
of
balling
NBA
in
players
Europe.
playing over there. So
For sure. But they played Canada in post game. Dylan Brooks walked past Devin Booker's post game interview and Anthony Edwards' post game interview, just trolling. So I wanted to know if you seen that and what you think about Dylan Brooks trolling Team USA.
I didn't see that. Was it a good troll or was it like?
So basically, they were going through their post game interviews, right? And while they're talking, Dylan Brooks just walks in front of them, like doesn't say anything, doesn't make a deal of it, just walks in front of their interviews. Now, Devin Booker looked a little like almost dumbfounded, like what's this guy doing? But when he did it to Ant looked tight. Ant looked like, boy, you lucky we ain't at you lucky we at work. That's what Ant looked like. But I thought the troll was pretty funny, but also I'm also like, all right.
It sounds funny to me. I mean, that's my take on
it's
it.
Pretty, it's
I
pretty
like
damn
it.
funny. But my thing
like
is,
it.
Dylan
like
Brooks,
all
you
the
gonna do
trolls.
that to the wrong person, man. You gonna do that to the wrong.
He want to go viral. Let him do it.
Of course.
If he ain't scoring them points, he got to go viral some way. So
Somebody gonna yoke his ass up.
I think it's just all fun and games, man.
It's fun.
Cool.
It's funny. It's some shit to get the timeline talking. For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. So, shout out Dylan Brooks for always giving us some funny fucking trolls. And we still gonna cook Canada in the fucking whatever game we play them, nigga. Stop it.
Facts.
So,
facts.
Yeah, it's funny now, but not when them games come on, nigga. more sports. Bronny in Summer League. We've seen Bronny make his debut in Summer League. And I'm seeing mixed reviews. I see some people saying he's doing well because he is, taking on his role as a defensive player and becoming a team player. And I see some people critiquing him saying, see, look, he can't take control of a basketball game. He can't be the go-to guy. I say that to say this. Not everybody gets in the NBA and becomes the go-to guy. Y'all might be being a little too... Like, let Bronny cook, bruh. This is first year in Summer League. This is first year in the league. Let bruh cook a little bit. Y'all might be on dick a little bit too much. Now, if we get to November and he in the G League and he only putting up 2 and can't defend, then we can have a conversation. It's still the summertime, y'all. Let bruh cook. Let bruh cook. Let bruh be alright. And then I think we'll be able to make a fair assessment or a fair judgment of Bronny later this year. But right now, let bruh get the nerves out. Let him stretch out. You know what I mean? Get comfortable. And then we're going to see what he do.
I agree with that. But it's to a certain extent. I'm going to keep the same energy that I had on the last pod when we talked about Bronny. If this was any other person's son, we would not be talking about him like this, bro. We would not have so much expectation. We would not critique his game so hard, bro. Just how you're saying. Let the man cook. Come on, bro. He was the 55th pick in the draft, bro. Let me ask you this. What did the 54th, how many points did the 54th player in the draft score?
Honestly, that's what I'm saying.
All right. Now let me ask you this. How much did the 56th pick in the draft score in Summer League?
Nigga, fuck that.
That's my
37.
point. That's my point.
37. 36.
That's my point. Come on, bro.
That's true.
It's only a select few players, right, that get in the league and cook, man. I think our expectations are so high because this is Bron's son. This is Bronny James.
That's what it is.
Right? And he's getting media coverage like he's a first ballot, you know what I mean? First round draft pick. He's getting coverage like this when he was the 55th pick. Okay, if he goes out there and scores 30, he's cooking. But, bro, do we really expect this man to go get 20 a night?
Now, come on.
Coming from the 55th pick? Like, come on. Okay, there may be one or two that get up, that are able to get off, right? Because they have something to prove, which I still think that Bronny has something to prove, but come on, man. Come on. We don't expect this from any pick that's down there like that. We don't expect for them to do anything. He's actually scoring better than a lot of the other picks that were in the same area. You know, there may be one or two that is outshining, you know what I mean? But they're not going to get more coverage because this is Bron's son. But all in all, the first 2 games that I seen from Bronny, I'm not going to lie, they weren't good. The first game, he scored, 3? You know what I mean? The second game, he was able to score a little bit more. And he was actually able to put up a couple of stats, get a couple rebounds and steals. I agree with a lot of other people. I feel like he's a 3 and D type of guy. I just feel like he just needs some work. Like, he needs some work. He could be a valuable player as far as defense and shooting, right? Even though he hasn't made a 3 yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he went 0 for 8. That feel like crazy.
Yeah. But you got to think, the college 3 ball is closer than the NBA 3 ball, right? So he has to get acclimated to shooting farther.
Yeah.
You got to work on your game, especially if you do step backs and stuff like that. You're doing it further away now.
Mm-hmm.
So now you got to get dialed in. It's like, you know, it's like when you get a guitar, you don't just get it from the store and just start shredding on it. No, you gotta what? Fine tune it.
Yeah,
you gotta put it in tune.
Yeah.
Right? And I feel like he's already in the league. He's already in the league, so we don't need to ask should he be there. He's there. You know what I mean? So since he's there, Bronny just needs some fine tuning. Just how you said, let the man cook. Let the man get off. You know what I mean? Um, I want to say lower the expectations a bit, but it's impossible. Like I said, it's Bron's son, so we're expecting him to be maybe something early on that maybe he's not experienced to be. You know what I mean? And I feel like he does, now that he's in the NBA and he has NBA coaching and stuff like that. I feel like he will get better. And Bronny hears all the talking. The first game he wasn't as aggressive. He didn't try to shoot. He didn't really try to make any points. The second game he came out aggressive. He didn't make any of them. You know what I mean? He shot horribly from the field, but he's listening. Like, I feel like Bronny can be molded into a good player. It's just gonna take time. It's gonna take perseverance. For sure. And just lay off of him. It's a couple of second round draft picks that have went on to be great players. It's not many, but a few of them have. You know what I mean? And just give him time, man. Just give him time, because like I said, he's already in the NBA. So I feel like with some time and some perseverance and working, and he shows the work ethic, because I seen a post by LeBron the other day, and Bron was basically saying, like, this kid could have did anything he wanted to in his life. He could have stayed at home and been a gamer. He could have been a chef. He could have been this or that, and he would have been good. LeBron is a billionaire, and of course Bronny already has millions. You know what I mean? So he's not doing it for the money. He's doing it for the legacy and the love of the game, and I've grown to respect that. You know what I mean? That shows a lot of his character, that and it's hard to follow in the footsteps. I don't think any of us could really imagine what it's like to follow in your dad's footsteps, and he's arguably one of the greatest basketball players to ever touch a court. Like, do you know how much pressure that puts on you?
Man.
So I feel like he is dealing with a lot, but I feel like as time goes on, he'll be able to get more consistent with his shot.
1,000%.
And he'll be fine. You know what I mean? I don't really want to see him play on the actual Lakers just as of yet. I think that they need to work on him for a few months, and maybe like come December or January, then he may be able to get on the floor, get some minutes, and play with his dad. Just right at this point, I just don't feel like he's ready yet. He needs to work, and I feel like that's what he's gonna do.
For sure,
he's gonna work.
For sure,
his dad is LeBron James. Like, they're hearing everything that people are saying. They're hearing all the talks, and Bron is not gonna let him fail, bro. Bron is one of the highest IQ players. He's one of the greatest, quote unquote, in-game coaches that you can have. So, I feel like now he really has the time to put Bronny under his wing, because LeBron is a professional player and he's been there for years. So a lot of Bronny's life, LeBron has been gone.
Yeah.
Not saying that he wasn't in his life. I mean, as far as like having him every day and being able to take him under your wing and morph him and help him. You know what I mean? Bron has a job, and he's been doing it great. So I feel like now he finally has the chance to be able to take Bronny everywhere that he goes, but in a basketball sense,
show him the ropes.
Actually be able to coach.
Yeah, show him the ropes.
Yeah, exactly. So that's where I am with Bronny.
I feel that,
that's
man.
That's where I am with Bronny. I like him. I like him, and I'm rooting for him. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel that, man. Shit.
Just stop expecting for him to be a superstar already. Come on, man. Any other pick, the 54th pick, we not expecting this man to go out there and get 50.
Like, come on.
We might not even be expecting the 54th pick to play. You know what I mean?
Shit, like I said,
he
nigga,
might get cut.
Even the 30th pick, 37, 38, nigga. Like,
you know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. We not expecting nothing out of them.
Exactly, nigga.
So,
we're really only expecting shit out of the top 10, maybe top 20.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. I think we just need to wait. Like, if you're gonna judge, just hold your judgment. Let the man cook, let him train, and let him get ready for this big step ahead. Like, he's thrown in the fire. The NBA are the best players, in the country. So
it's a fact.
Obviously he was one of them.
That's a fact.
So they're not gonna cut him. regardless of what we say, you know what I mean? That's LeBron's son. They're gonna let him flourish and you know, like I said, he just needs coaching. Once he gets good coaching and he's able to get on the right diet and get on the right workout plans, I'm sure, and do the right drills, I'm sure once they get a shot in him, he's gonna start being knocked down.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Bronny can shoot, but like I said, the NBA 3 is a little further back. I think 3 feet or something like that further back than he's used to playing in college. So, you know, unless you're just a straight up knockdown shooter, like you got to get used to that.
You do.
You know what I mean? So, hey, I'm rooting for the kid, man.
I'm rooting for him.
He's only 19 years old, and I feel like he has a lot. He has a lot to offer. He just needs to be able to. He just doesn't need so much scrutiny.
That's a fact. Just let him cook.
He's
man.
LeBron's son, so.
But we get it. It's LeBron's son. Shit, man. You want to go ahead and take us out of here?
Yeah, man. Just how he said, you just finished watching another episode of the Man What Podcast, man. What? No, seriously, like what? Did y'all miss us?
Agony.
If you did, go ahead and drop that like button.
Man,
it's your boy BP Untamed. It's on the shirt. I got my boy Khalil Jamal in there. We coming to you every week. It's the Man What Podcast. This is Gam's favorite podcast. So make sure you go to Gam and let her know they on the big screen. Put us up there, man. I want to take this time to thank all of our new subscribers.
Yes, sir.
I want to take this time to make sure that y'all like, comment, go to our social medias. We're everywhere at Man What, and just show us some love, man. We finally back. Our last pod did really good. As a matter of fact, y'all could really click on one of these sides of the screens to watch and continue your Man What journey, because we do have what are we, 29 episodes in? We have 29 other episodes,
yes, sir,
for you to go ahead and bless your game with.
Yes, sir.
So like I said, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, comment, subscribe right now.
Right now.
We out.
Right now.
Peace.